One hat trick did not just win Argentina a match. It changed the way the world looked at Cristiano Ronaldo overnight. That is the brutal power of a World Cup moment. For years, Messi and Ronaldo were compared through goals, trophies, records, finals, Champions League nights, Ballon d'Or debates, and endless arguments between fans. But at this stage of their careers, the debate is no longer only about who has done more. It is about who can still own the present. And Messi just owned it. Argentina walked into their World Cup opener carrying the weight of being defending champions, but Messi walked in carrying something different. He was not the desperate genius chasing the one trophy missing from his story anymore. He was not the player begging history to finally accept him. He had already climbed that mountain. He had already lifted the trophy that once haunted him. So when he stepped onto the pitch this time, the feeling was different. He looked free. That is what made the hat trick so dangerous. It was not only 3 goals. It was a message to the entire tournament. It was a reminder that Messi is not here for a farewell tour. He is not here so fans can politely clap for the old legend before the new generation takes over. He is still here to hurt teams, break games, control the mood, and make the world talk about him like time has not yet caught him. And then, almost immediately, the Ronaldo side of the story became heavier. Portugal did not get the dream opening statement. They were held to a draw by Congo Drive, and in that moment, the emotional balance of the rivalry shifted. Ronaldo did not lose his legacy in one match. That would be nonsense. A career like his cannot be damaged by one result. But World Cups do not care about your full career. They care about the moment in front of you. And in this moment, Messi exploded while Ronaldo's tournament began with questions. That is why the debate changed overnight. Not because Messi suddenly became great. He was already great. Not because Ronaldo suddenly stopped being great. He is still one of the greatest players football has ever seen. The shift happened because the final World Cup story of these two legends now feels uneven. Messi looks like a man adding golden pages to a completed book. Ronaldo looks like a man still trying to write the chapter football never gave him, and that difference is everything. For Messi, this World Cup feels like freedom after completion. For years, the pressure around him was almost cruel. People said he could not be the greatest without the World Cup. They said club football was not enough. They said Argentina needed a Maradona-style ending. They said one missing trophy created one missing argument. Then 2020 happened, and the burden fell from his shoulders. Now, in 2026, every Messi touch feels like a bonus from history. That is why his hat trick felt so powerful. It did not feel forced. It did not feel like panic. It felt like control. It felt like a player who no longer needs to convince anyone, but somehow still has the ability to remind everyone. That is a terrifying version of Messi because pressure used to chase him. Now peace follows him. Ronaldo's situation is the opposite. For him, the World Cup is still the locked door. He has won league titles. He has owned Champions League nights. He has carried Portugal to international glory. He has broken goal records that look almost impossible. But the World Cup has always remained the one crown missing from the collection. And when you are Cristiano Ronaldo, missing one crown does not feel small. It feels personal. That is why Portugal's draw carried more emotional weight than an ordinary draw. It was not just about points. It was about time. Ronaldo does not have endless tournaments left. He does not have another decade to let the story breathe. Every match now feels like it belongs to the final chapter. Every chance feels louder. Every camera shot feels more serious. Every silence feels like a question. And Messi's hat trick made those questions even louder. Because now Ronaldo is not only fighting opponents, he is fighting the comparison again. He is fighting the headlines. He is fighting the feeling that Messi's story has become lighter while his has become heavier. That is the painful beauty of this rivalry. Even when they are not on the same pitch, they still seem connected. One performance changes the pressure around the other. One celebration creates a challenge. One magical night becomes a demand. I sent the message first. Now Ronaldo has to answer. But this is where the story becomes dangerous, because Ronaldo has built his career career on moments exactly like this. The worst mistake anyone can make is treating pressure on Ronaldo like an ending. Pressure has often been his fuel. Doubt has often sharpened him. Criticism has often given him the exact emotional weapon he needed. When people said he was finished, he changed. When they said he could not adapt, he adapted. When speed became harder, he became more clinical. When wide spaces disappeared, he became more dangerous in the box. That is why this debate is not dead. It is alive again. Messi's hat trick did not close the Ronaldo conversation. It placed Ronaldo under a brighter, harsher light. Now every Portugal match feels like a response waiting to happen. Every Ronaldo shot will be watched differently. Every run into the box will carry more tension. Every missed chance will feel like evidence for critics. Every goal will feel like defiance. And that is exactly why this topic is bigger than a normal football comparison. This is not a childish fan war anymore. At this stage, Messi versus Ronaldo is about time. It is about how two different forms of greatness age. Messi's greatness has always looked like magic, like the game was happening inside his imagination before everyone else even understood it. Ronaldo's greatness has always looked like construction, like a man building himself against every limit the body tried to place on him. Now, near the end, those two football religions are being tested in different ways. Messi is being tested by whether he can turn freedom into one last masterpiece. Ronaldo is being tested by whether he can turn pressure into one last answer. Messi is playing from a place of completion. Ronaldo is playing from a place of pursuit. Messi has the peace of a man who already has the ending. Ronaldo has the hunger of a man who still wants to steal one, and football fans can feel that difference. That is why the reaction to Messi's hat trick was not just excitement, it was emotional shock. Because people know what this might mean. They know they might be watching a legend refuse to fade. They know they might be seeing the start of one more impossible chapter. They know that if Messi keeps playing like this, the entire tournament changes. Argentina suddenly feel more dangerous. Not just because they won, but because their leader looked alive in the biggest way possible. When Messi looks alive, Argentina becomes something more than a team. They become a story. They become memory, pressure, belief, and fear all at once. Opponents do not just prepare for Argentina's tactics. They prepare for the possibility that Messi might find one moment nobody else can see. That possibility is still terrifying, but Ronaldo's possibility is different. His danger is not calm control. His danger is explosion after doubt. If he answers, it will not feel soft. It will feel defiant. It will feel like a man refusing to let the final pages be written without him. That is why his next match matters so much. Not because his career depends on it. His career is already untouchable. But because the emotional story of this World Cup might depend on it. If Ronaldo scores, the debate changes again. If he delivers a decisive performance, the pressure flips. If Portugal recover and Ronaldo finds one iconic moment, suddenly Messi's hat trick becomes not the end of the conversation, but the opening punch in one final exchange between two legends. That is what makes this rivalry immortal. It never stays still. For almost 20 years, the world has tried to settle it. Messi fans bring beauty, vision, dribbling, playmaking, and the World Cup crown. Ronaldo fans bring goals, mentality, Champions League dominance, athletic reinvention, and unmatched hunger. Every generation of football fans has joined the argument. Every season added another chapter. Every record created another answer and another question. But now the argument has changed shape. It is no longer only asking who was better. It is asking who can still make the world stop. Who can still change a tournament? Who can still turn one night into history? Who can still make fans feel that old electricity one more time? Messi has already done it once in this World Cup. That is the problem for Ronaldo. That is also the opportunity. Because if Messi's hat trick changed the debate overnight, Ronaldo now has the chance to change it back just as quickly. That is the brutal beauty of football. The story can turn in 90 minutes. A player can go from questioned to celebrated, from doubted to feared, from fading to unforgettable, but the clock is moving. That is the part nobody can ignore anymore. Messi and Ronaldo are not young kings fighting for the next decade. They are legends fighting for the final image, the final memory, the last great frame the world will hold when this era is finally over. And right now, Messi's frame is glowing brighter. That is why this hat trick mattered. It was not just about Argentina beating Algeria. It was not just about the record books. It was not just about another magical Messi night. It was about pressure shifting across the greatest rivalry modern football has ever seen. Messi looked free. Ronaldo looked challenged. Messi wrote first. Ronaldo must reply, and maybe that is the perfect final gift from this rivalry. Even now, after all these years, after all the trophies, after all the arguments, after all the records, one performance from one of them can still change the way the world talks about the other. That is not normal. That is history. The future of football is already arriving. Mbappe is here. Bellingham is here. Yamal is rising. Holland is waiting for his global stage. A new generation is ready to take the crown. But somehow, when Messi scores 3 and Ronaldo starts under pressure, the world still turns back to the same old question, Messi or Ronaldo. Maybe this World Cup will not finally answer it. Maybe nothing ever will. But after Messi's hat trick, the debate no longer feels equal in the moment. It feels like Messi has taken the first final swing. Now the entire football world is waiting for Ronaldo because legends do not always need a full tournament to change history. Sometimes they only need one night. Messi already had his. Now Ronaldo needs his answer.